Ladies and gentlemen, we begin as in our custom with one of the most meaningful traditions of any Sri Lankan ceremony, the lighting of the oil lamp, a flame that for generations has stood for the dispelling of darkness through the light of knowledge, a fitting way to open a morning that celebrates exactly that. I would like to invite the following distinguished guests to please join in with the lighting of the oil lamp. Our chief guest, Mr. Murtaza Yusuf Ali, Deputy Chairman, Hemas Holdings PLC, and Chairman, Hemas Healthcare. Guest of honor, Mr. Chinthaka Pereira, past President of SLIM. Mr. Enoch Pereira, President, SLIM. Mr. Manthika Ranasinghe, Senior Vice President, Education and Research, SLIM. Mr. Rajiv David, Vice President, Events and Sustainability Projects, SLIM. Dr. Pradeep Edward, Chairman, Education Reforms Committee. Mr. G.S. Sylvester, Chairperson, Academic Council. Mr. Nuwan Tilakavardhana, Joint Secretary, SLIM Council of Management. Mr. Asanka Pereira, Joint Secretary, SLIM Council of Management. Mr. Atula Nyanapala, representing the Board of Study. Mr. Ranjit Edirisinghe, SLIM Resource Personnel. Mr. Santhusha Jaitilaka, CEO, Future Tech Institution, SLIM, Accredited Study Center, Kuliapitia. Ms. Mihirini Fonseca, General Manager, Sales and Marketing, SLIM. Ms. Indika Herath, AGM, Central Operations, SLIM Campus, Kandy. Mr. Sadeep Abenayakar, Senior Manager, Regional Operations and Strategic Expansion. And representing our students, Ms. Rashmi Sashintani Fernando, best student from Batch 2 of Professional Certificate in Marketing, in joining with the lighting of the traditional oil lamp. While thanking our distinguished dignitaries, let me cordially invite the following distinguished members to take their respective seats at the head table. Chief guest, Mr. Mutasa Yusuf Ali, Deputy Chairman, Hemas Holdings PLC, and Chairman, Hemas Healthcare. Guest of honor, Mr. Chintaka Pereira, past President of SLIM. Mr. Enoch Pereira, President, SLIM. Mr. Mantika Ranasinghe, Senior Vice President, Education and Research, SLIM. Mr. Rajiv David, Vice President, Events and Sustainability Projects, SLIM. Dr. Pradeep Edward, Chairman, Education Reforms Committee. Mr. G.S. Sylvester, Chairperson, Academic Council. Mr. Nuwan Tilakawardena, Joint Secretary, SLIM, Council of Management. Mr. Asanka Pereira, Joint Secretary, SLIM, Council of Management. Mr. Shamil Vikramasinghe, Chief Executive Officer. Along with our dignitaries, may I also request members of the Board of Study, members of the Education Reforms Committee, members of the Marketing, Education and Research Committee, Executive Committee, and the SLIM Senior Management to proceed and take the seats on stage. With that, ladies and gentlemen, may I kindly request everyone to remain standing as we join in for the national anthem.
Sri Lanka Mata, Abba Sri Lanka, Namo Namo.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Please take your seats. Once again, a very good morning to each and every one of you who are gathered to a very special event, a ceremony, a certification ceremony that you all deserve for your accomplishments and the hard work that you put. And before we go further, let me take a few minutes to mention about the institute that has brought us all together this morning for a moment of celebration of achievements. The Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing began its journey in 1970 as the Ceylon Institute of Marketing and was later incorporated by the Act number 41 of 1980 of the Parliament of the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka, which I believe is a milestone. Over the decades, SLIM has grown into a proud member of the Federation of Chambers of Commerce and Industry of Sri Lanka, the National Chamber of Commerce, the Employers Federation of Ceylon, the Organization of Professional Associations, and the Asia Marketing Federation. Now, as the national body for marketing in the country, SLIM does not simply teach marketing. It actively shapes the profession. It runs its own education programs and also stands as an authorized center for international study for the Certified Professional Marketer Qualification and the Chartered Institute of Marketing, the CIM. Its qualifications carry the approval of the Tertiary and Vocational Education Commission, sit within the Sri Lanka Qualifications Framework, and its quality standards are endorsed by ISO. Which brings us to why we are all here. The certification ceremony is one of the most important dates on the SLIM calendar. The moment students who have completed their certificate level qualifications are formally recognized for it. And this year, that recognition reaches further than ever. SLIM proudly produced more than 2,000 certificate holders graduating today across several programs at the SLIM Certification Ceremony 2026. This morning, we will be awarding qualifications across the following programs: Professional Certificate in Marketing, Professional Certificate in Marketing Sinhala, Professional Certificate in Marketing Tamil, Certificate in Digital Marketing, and Business and Professional English. With that, it is now time to formally declare open the proceedings. And for that, I kindly invite Mr. Manthika Ranasinghe, Vice President, Education and Research SLIM, to declare the Certification Ceremony 2026 open.
By the authority vested in me as the Honorary Vice President, Education of the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, I declare the Certification Ceremony 2026 of the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing open.
Thank you, Mr. Ranasinghe. Now, every great institution is anchored by the purpose it serves. To remind us of that purpose, I invite Mr. Enoch Pereira, President of SLIM, to cite the mission statement of the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. Over to you.
Our vision: to lead the nation's efforts towards economic prosperity. Our mission: to establish marketing as the driving force which enhances business and national value.
Thank you, Mr. Enoch Pereira, and I believe the vision and the mission walks the talk in terms of all the students over here as well. And now it gives me great pleasure to once again invite Mr. Enoch Pereira, President of SLIM, to deliver the welcome address and set the tone for this special milestone event.
Good morning. Today is a day of celebration, not only for our certificate recipients, but also for their families, the lecturers, and everyone who has supported them on this remarkable journey. Chief guest, Mr. Murtaza Isufali, guest of honor, past President Chintaka Pereira, members of the Board of Study, Education Reforms Committee, members of the Marketing Education Review Committee, Academic Council, distinguished lecturers, proud parents, certificate recipients, ladies and gentlemen. It is both an honor and privilege to stand before you all today as the President of the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing to celebrate an important milestone in your lives. First and foremost, my heartiest congratulations to every certificate recipient. We continued a proud SLIM tradition of recognizing individuals who have chosen to invest in themselves through professional education. Before I continue, allow me to share a personal reflection. Many years ago, I was seated exactly where many of you are today, not as the president of SLIM, but as someone with dreams, ambitions, and a determination to build a meaningful career. At that time, I had no idea where my journey would take me. Looking back, one lesson stands out above all others. Every qualification I pursued, every skill I developed, and every opportunity to learn opened another door. Continuous learning has been one of the greatest investments I have ever made. Standing before you today reminds me that success is never achieved overnight. It is built through perseverance, discipline, resilience, and commitment to keep learning. That is why I encourage each of you never to underestimate the value of the certificate you receive today. It is not simply a qualification, it is a proof of your commitment to invest in yourself. More importantly, it marks the beginning of your professional journey, not the end. Today's achievement also belongs to your parents and families whose encouragement, sacrifices, and beliefs in you have made this possible. On behalf of SLIM, I extend my sincere gratitude to them. I would also like to thank our dedicated lecturers and Board of Study, our academic and administrative staff, and everyone who has contributed to maintaining the high standards of education at SLIM. Your passion continues to shape the future of marketing professionals in Sri Lanka. We are living in an era where artificial intelligence, digital transformation, and rapidly changing consumer behaviors are redefining business. The knowledge you have gained today provides a strong foundation, but your greatest competitive advantage will always be your willingness to continue learning and adapting. As President of SLIM, my vision is from local strength to global presence. We are committed to positioning SLIM as an internationally recognized and respected professional marketing institute while creating greater opportunities for every learner. To support this vision, SLIM has embarked on several strategic initiatives. We are working closely with the TVEC to develop national competencies. We also have established strategic partnerships with the Univotech to create clear pathways for students to progress towards undergraduate degree qualifications. In addition, this year, we launched the Center for International Education, providing access to global recognized qualifications and academic progression through international partners, including professional qualifications such as CIM, CMI, and ATHE, together with pathways to bachelor's, master's, and doctoral studies. These initiatives reflect our commitment to giving every SLIM student greater opportunities to build successful careers, both in Sri Lanka and internationally. To our certificate recipients, I encourage you to dream beyond finding a job. Aspire to become leaders, innovators, entrepreneurs, and marketers who create value for organizations and communities and our nation. Remember, marketing is not merely about selling a product. It is about understanding people, solving problems, creating meaningful experiences, and building brands that people trust. As you leave this hall today, carry with you not only your certificate, but also the values of professionalism, integrity, and continue learning. Stay connected with SLIM. Continue your educational journey and become active contributors to our growing marketing community. When you walk across the stage today, don't think of it as reaching the finishing line. Think of it as standing at the starting line. The world ahead of you will demand curiosity, resilience, creativity, and integrity. I hope that one day many of you will return to this stage, not as students, but as business leaders, entrepreneurs, lecturers, mentors, and perhaps even future presidents of the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. Congratulations once again on this well-deserved achievement. Be curious, be courageous, be ethical, continue learning, continue leading, and together let us take Sri Lankan marketing from local strength to global presence. Thank you, and I wish you every success.
Thank you very much, Mr. Peribra, for those warm and inspiring words. And I believe all the students got here the cue to dream beyond your jobs, because this value addition will be long lasting, because at the end of the day, education is something that will never walk past by you. And now we proceed to one of the most awaited moments of this morning, that is our students getting or receiving the long-awaited certificate for the hard work that they have put through. To begin with our first presentation segment, to award certificates for the batch 1 and 2 of the Certificate in Digital Marketing, may I kindly invite Mr. Shamil Wickramasinghe, Chief Executive Officer of SLIM, accompanied by Mr. Rajiv David, Vice President Events and Sustainability Project SLIM. And may I kindly invite Ms. Indika Herath, AGM Central Operations, SLIM Campus Kandy, to the lectern to proceed with the names of the awardees.
Right. Certificate in Digital Marketing 1, 2025. HHS Nalinda. D. Tulakshi Pereira. EHPK Pinsara Fernando. P. Matunisa. Lochana Movindu Pereira. K. Sulakshika. HM Pabasara Vilasi Herat. B. Balakuma. N. Rupalavanyan. AKR Ruvindi Pereira. TM Ashan Sanjeeva. HEF Pinge. GC Nilakshita Fernando. M. Vishnuvartani. Jenny Evangeline David. JP HC Jayalat. Chandra Kumar Dilujan. W.A. Pavani Maheshi Pereira. Kaluara Chige Netma Rasandi. W.A. Hiruni Prabhashi Pereira. D.P. Isuru Umyangani. Shehan Madhushankar. Amaya Induvari Ponna Peruma. E.M. Chamudita Janid Diseram. Kalindu Heva Vitana. W.A.M.W. Fernando. E.D. Kavisha Sandamini. R.M.W. G.K. Navodani Rupasingha. I.P. Vasani Tisera. WPB WMR Madhavi Jayanikumari Aluvihare. RPG Ishara Seumani Madhushika. DNK Vanigasingha. උවිනි විනෝෂා සමරසිංහ ඒකනායක, ඇන් ජයනා ජයලත්, LSS වික්‍රමාරච්චි, සහන් රශ්මික වීරසිංහ, තිලංග රාජා සංජය ප්‍රනාත්, පමිති තුර්ෂිනී රාජපක්ෂ, RMS මෙත්මිනී, WAKCN වීරසිංහ, PADNA විජේසිංහ, Certificate in Digital Marketing 2025, Ranugi Panamaldeniya, LC Madhuvanshika, TD Godavitana, AS Ruvinda, AS Fernando, TMA Fernando, Ronali Michelle Fernando, MP SMD Fernando, Isuri Satsarani Samaranayaka, TNMZ, Ayub Khan Sakina Sima, NA Rajapaksha, Zeenath Hishma Khalid, WMMS Idamegedara, HHMSD Hapukotuwa, ARM Adil, AWM Chalani Kaushalya, PMAC Vijayatunga, V. Yogeshwaranathan, R. Princia Mary, MG KK Bandara, HN Taruki Minetma, JC Kain, RA Sujani Nisansala Ranasinghe, M Ashok Kumar, MK Dinod Aishuka, SWA Sasindu Nimesh Siriman, RADS Situmini, Sanjay Gavesh Senaviratna, Fajik Mohammad Murshid, Mohammad Said Azmi, KAD Malisha Dimagi Piris, YMHP Yamasinghe, DMHT Disanayaka, PVSI Premavansha, IR Imesh Chanuka Ratnage, MAD Metushya Minali, RMM Ratnayaka, Hafsa Mauzoom, VD Yasita Rashmita Silva, and Shanika Alvers, LC Devmini, Ney Azara Dilshan Sukur, APSBD Alutwela, BMAN Basnayaka, BLS Benaragama, HMSB Herat, DMA Tarindu Lakmal Munasinghe, YA Ishan Dilhara Yapa, AHM Arkam, DMTD Disanayaka, Bimba Disanayaka, ARMI Arya Peruma, ON Rajaratnam, Dimitri Yashinda Nallaya, Mohammad Hussein Ahmad Mubarak, U Sandil Chintana Virando, JM Arita Chandesh Jayasundara, NC Tilakaratna, G. Vigneshan,
Thank you so much to our presenters. And congratulations to every accomplished student who crossed the stage. And I believe I would like to kindly request all the audience members, I believe the students, the awardees, and also the parents to give a big round of applause as the students get their certification. I believe they do deserve that round of applause when they receive the certificate as well on stage. So let's continue to give that big round of applause to each and every student who crosses the stage. Continuing with our Digital Marketing Awards, I now invite Mr. Manthika Ranasinghe, Vice President, Education and Research, accompanied by Mr. Nuwan Tilakawardena, Joint Secretary of SLIM, to present certificates to the students of Batch 3 2025 of the Certificate in Digital Marketing. And may I kindly invite Mr. Shampa Ratnapura Hevage, Assistant Manager Education, to the lectern to proceed with the names of our awardees.
DMUT Disanayaka. AVR Pavani Jayatissa. Vidat Randia Adman. HR Veeraratna. Shabit Shabri. BLA Navoda Hirushan. Sina himself. Jaden Vijay Sinha. SWSP Kulatunga. PGAO Jayatilaka. Yogita Vishwanathan. M.S.S. Piris. D.G. Gunasena. Binu Dilara Gamage. K.D. Dihan Dilnet. Hetti Arachilage Trishani Sulochana Hetti Arachi. R.M. K.C. Munasingha. Hetti Nayaka Mudiyan Selage Heshan Madhuanta Herat. E.M. Pavitra Ekanayaka. Kavinya Senatmi Yapa. W.A.D.S. Seram. E.S.H. Pereira. H.A.N. Prasanga. M.D. Sachini Kalpana Pereira. Shadisa Netmi Vitanage. S.A.K. Netsarani. G.M.L.K. Manage. Dilmi Simran Raj. Akila Abidin. S.A.P.M. Premasingha. C.D.R. Disanayaka. I.C. Imtad Karim. S.G. Sarat Chandra. S.M.G.V. Senaviratna. Hashir Husni Amin. J.P. Kavilash. G. Natasha Godigamua. Virakkodi Mudalige Don Nipuni Diluska. Muhammad Asar Muhammad Firas. Sisuli Kodikara. Hikkaduwage Onetra Senurima. O.C. Sadisha Pereira. Fatima Hajara Yakut. P.C.T. Silva, Y.P.H.P. Patiratna, H.M.C.U. Herath, N.W.B.D. Nanayakara, A.K.I.M. Karunaratna, Rahal Maitri Veeratna, Disangi Veerasinghe, W.P.A.S. Premasinghe, Prabhashi Kavindya Aryaratna, G.M. Tarushi Lakshika Manage, P.D.N.S. Payagalage, Fatima Rasika Hossain, S.A. Liyanage, Mahek Fatima Hamid, L.W.A. Onali Dihansa Vikramasinghe, Millaniyage Mihanga Manuja Piris, Sachitra Akalanka Kirivattuduwa,
Thank you so much to our presenters. And ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to all the students who crossed the stage with a certificate in hand. Our next presentation belongs with the awarding of certificates to the students who completed the Professional Certificate in Marketing, Batch 2 2025 English. I cordially invite Mr. G.S. Sylvester, Chairman of the Academic Council, accompanied by Mr. Asanka Pereira, Joint Secretary of SLIM, to present certificates to our students of the Batch 2 2025 of PCM. And may I kindly invite Ms. Indika Herath, AGM, Central Operations SLIM, Campus Kandy, to the lectern to proceed with the names of the awardees.
Sitravelu Sivasanka. M. Ravindra Kumar. V. Mathujan. Ketishwaran Puvirasan. Alavatte Kamkanamge Ruwan Chamara. R. Pradeeban. M. Abhinaya. AMT ND Piyatilaka. DG Shashini Dilshani. M.R. Devanation, U.G. Sanduni Nimalsha Kushani Bandara, D.M.G. Senila Mindada, E.M. Navinda Dhananjaya Ekanayaka, Ishini Jayatri Nigamuni. K. Namita, M.G.S.K. Kodituakku, D.P.S. Liyanagama, H.M.L.P. Herath, H.G. Aloka Lakshita, W.M.G. Sadeep Sandaruwan, A. Balasubramaniam, W.D. Janit Asinta, M.S.A.M.M.L.D. Manike, M. Shyam, Buddhika Randil Kalanasuriya, R. Dulan Lakshita Ratnayaka, H.M.A.S. Bandara, W.B.K. Madara, N. Subbalakshmi, Chamidu Hirushan, D.M. Gajanayaka, S.S.T. Vaidyatilaka, K.A. Pasindu Gimhana, K.N. Johan, R.D.S.P. Randeniya, J.L.A.A. Satsarani, M.A.L.R. Pereira, Savidyas Udavatta, K.M. Shamal Nimnad, Shamir Ahmad, W.M. Piyumi Veerasinghe, W.G. Nirosha Priyadarshini, S.P. K.R.T. Senaviratna, නිලීකා වින්සන්ට්, RWDG රාජපක්ෂ, MK චාරුකා, KPA පෙරේරා, S කේශිකා, W හිමාෂා පුබුදිනී තත්සරණී සොයිසා, සුමුදු හංසමාලි, දිලංකා නිමේෂ් වීරසේකර, සුදාරස් සෙලෙන්කා දෙහිගහවත්ත, JADD දර්ශිකා, EWWKT දේවකලන, MR ශරීෆ් අහමඩ්, HD සංදීපනී, DKD රණසිංහ, GE විරාජ් සඳරුවන්, CK ෂා බර්නාඩ් පිල්ලේ, යෝෂිනී N රාමනායක, HM අනුද පමිත් බණ්ඩාර හේරත්, UJ සියුමි නර්මදා, PADR දිනෙත් සඳමින, විතානගේ ජනිදු ඉඳුවර, JMH ස්ටේව්, NTS අමාෂා, PA පසන් කාවින්ද්‍ර, හැරිස් මොහොමඩ් ෂමීර්, PMAC විජේතුංග, RAD දිල්ෂාන් කෞශල්‍ය, S ජනෝෂ් රගුල්, චන්දිමා මදුෂානී දිසානායක, AMCRD අධිකාරී, K අමන්දා නාවල, JAY චාරුකා, WA ටාන්‍යා දෙවමන්ති රත්නසිරි, SSW සිරිවර්ධන, නුවන් නදීරංග, KAG Netula Netsandu. RP Kenneth Sanjay. KAAU Fernando. SGKD Samaravira. SM Mercy. බුද්ධිම ලියන ගමගේ OH වනිගසූරිය DDM සමරසිංහ CJ අමදෝරු WMMGS ජයමහා දිලූෂ ජේ සුමනසේකර ෂෙනෝන් ෆර්නැන්ඩෝ MR අබ්දුල් රහමාන් JC Santush Emmanuel LS Amarasinghe H. Rashen Kavishka Pereira Senuri Kolamage MN Abdul Inshaf KKPI Mirihani HMMSK Herat K Muru Keshan G Tisadi Devasanga Pereira PSJ Samaranayaka SNVNGDA Ratnasiri Lianage Seara Pereira GLA Salfa Obinia HM Keshan Arunoda Bandara Herat MGN Devmini AG Sandeep Nisanjali KGUR Metsulini Lochana Ratmal Gurusingha MG.VN Karunaratna, Nikita Jayawardena, HT Chameli Koshila, BS Malagama, BLA Navoda Hirushan, Gamage Don Achinta Kaushalya, PK DW Abevira, Roshan Kavishka Henricus, Parindya Prabhashi Palyage, V. Rebecca Dilrukshi, S.A. D.K.H. Madhushankar, S.G. Malmi Dinuttara, G.D. Ganevatta, N. Sahil Ahmad, A.R. Sudevni Ahansa, R.C.E. Ratnasekara, H.K.C. Silva, M.A. S.T. Pereira, T.V. Madhushankar, R.D. Aryavatam, H.H.L.N.S. Karunaratna, C. Asirvatam, R. Rajakumar, D.A.D.S. Pereira, K.G.N.D. Bandara, I.A.W. Janith Veeravardhana, G.P. Satsarani Gamage, T.B. Jayasingha, R.A. Nimesha Divyanjali Pereira, A.R.W.M.M. Gihan Avishka, E.A.L. Induvara, M. Kavin Bimsara Fernando, Pahan Sandeep Dharmasuriya, MIBIDMI Bandara. M. Chamasha Lasani Rodrigo. Praveen Teekshana Ratnayaka. K. Nisal Hasinta Karunaratna. A. Nidev Teekshana De Silva.
Thank you so much to our presenters. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to the awardees of Professional Certificate in Marketing. We once again continue with Batch 2, this time across 3 mediums, Sinhala, Tamil and English in Professional Certificate in Marketing Batch 2 2025. May I kindly invite Mr. Rajiv David, Vice President, Events and Sustainability Projects, accompanied by Mr. Shamil Vikramasinghe, CEO of SLIM, to present certificates to our students of the Professional Certificate in Marketing Batch 2 2025. And may I kindly invite Ms. Shampa Ranapurahevage, Assistant Manager, Education, to the lectern to proceed with the name list of the awardees.
අමුණුගම වාසල මුදියන්සේලාගේ නිවිදු මණ්ඩිත් අමුණුගම ෆෞසාන් ෆරූස් ජීමුනි ආරච්චිලාගේ අශේන් චානුක ජේ ලහිරු නවීන්ද්‍ර ධනංජය ජාතුන්ගේ සුමිත්‍රාරන්ද්‍ර NGSM ධර්මරත්න ලිනේෂා සෙහන්සි වේහැල්ල M.A. Tanushi Navanjana Devapriya W.M. Kavindu Ravisanka Kulendran Jnanadarshan D. Oshada Disanayaka Edirisinghe Mudiyanselage Pushpika Madhubashini Edirisinghe J.K. Aflal Khan T. Kerath R. Prathipan T. Pavintiran S. Sarvanathan J. Senthurraj DMP Kumara, Ashraf Mohammed Anfas, Sivakumar Patmaloshan, Lachitra Kavisha Pinnaduwa, GVH Kaushani, SK Kaveen, LVB Allepola, TVB Allepola, DWWAP Minduli Nupeta, A Sandipani Lakmali, K Kirushant, Santio Guttusan Maulisan, R Nitushant, Suresh Kumar Patushan, S Pradeepan, S Senturan, S Tineshant, Ilangeshwaran, Risham Nagur Mohammad Shaham, AAO Shavindya Jayasuriya, Jeevaratnam Steve Burnt, C Lakshika, S Danushika Shalini, K Rishantini, Sahandira Kumar Sharanya, R Rakshitan, A.F. and Vinusha. F. Ahmad Usman. S. Shahana. Rajasekara Nilona. M. Nigomia. F. Mahamud. V. Loshintian. Anthony Laurentia. D. Lajan. Jayakant Divesh. V. Dilukshini. S. Dushantini. R. Dilan. D. Dharmaraja. W. M. Subodha Saumya Kumari Veerasekara. Tarusha Netmini Sirivardhana. KWSS Premaratna. SAS Jayaratna. AAC Dulanjana. Rajindu Pawan Vidanarachi. KMHD Kumara. Kahaduwa Arachige Vidunika Ovindi. DUR Chamara Gunasena. I. Umani Hevanayaka. N. Jeevan Vijayakumara. M.N. Chamudi Nimsara Sankalpani. Professional Certificate in Marketing, Sinhala Intake 2 2025. S.K. Krishantan. A. Rashmi Sachintani Fernando. K. KGI Dulshan Aryaratna. SG Jayasinha. LDRS Sasanta Nanayakkara. GMT Netra. HMSM Herat. KG Susanta Kumara. Kotte Samarasinhage Jitmi Anuradha. RMH Hansika. HD Oshada Eranga. JP Ishani Sajisha Jayavardhana. HP Metmi Patirana. AASA Adhikari. KA Devmi Dahara Kulasinha. Isuri Yashoda. MASH Veeraratna. PAO Vidushini P number. HASD Hapuarachi. DADS Silva. RA Luthmin Lesandu Randeni. TMY Ravihari. AM Imaya Netuni Abesingha. DMNDD Disanayaka. SB Gayani Satsarani. Varnakula Surya Mahalekamge Tatsiluni Charitma Varnakula Surya. HP DDS Dildan. Disanayaka Mudyanselage Dimita Litum Rakindu Disanayaka. KA Ashen Vihanga. SBM Shashindya Imesh Bandara, AASN Atampola, DKTN Dikkovita, SM Peraman, DSDS Vijayanayaka, EM Rashini Ekanayaka, VT Kumaratunga, K. Ashen Umeanga, HKIL Pereira, KWH Sanjaya Karyavasam, HA Dilum Eshan, WGSS Disanayaka, WWP Dilshan, ANN Bandara, HDH Kanchana Dilhani Gunasekara, KPA Pathum Himahansa, HLPK Jayasingha, MT Udula Sankalpa, NA Ishara Nilukshi De Silva, IMMKB Tennakon, WM Sachin Deminda Veerakon, WGN Vijayaratna, Disanayaka Mudyanselage, Sitmi Timali Dilsara, Uppula Nalaka Galapatti, GPDD Jayasekara, Professional Certificate in Marketing Tamil Intake 2 2025. Pushparaj Sudarshan, S. Siva Prabhu, R. Diwan, A. Abdul Hati. T. Kirushan. M.I.M. Rifas. A.M. Rifat. F. Sterling Selvarajan. M. Vijay Kumar. A.B. Mohammad Yashir. Dhanarajan Alex. D. Angel. R. S. Danish Sharul. K. Danushka. Uday Kumar Darshika. Dharmaraj Darsharani. R. Gomita. Selvaraj Hari Darshika. S. Indika. M. Javis Pravan. T. Kreshal. Viji Vidurshika. V. Vashnika. Sivakumar Sudarshini. V. Harivadani. Murugaya Presha. P. Maubakshini. J. Krishtika. T. S. Krisha. Pushparaj Prashan. P. Sudarshan. R. Baby Shalini. N.R. Praneeth, K. Mirudula, S. Lakshika Rohini.
Thank you so much to our presenters. Every so often, a ceremony pauses to hear from the very individuals it celebrates. The students who put in their commitment and effort to set the bar high with their accomplishments should be celebrated. And I believe it's best for us to hear their first-hand experience in this long learning journey. It is my great pleasure to invite Kesha Bernadette Pillay, the best student of the Professional Certificate in Marketing, Batch 2 of 2025, to share a few words with us at this prestigious moment.
Picture this. You're 16 years old, you just finished your O-level exams, and everyone around you seems to know exactly what they want to become. Some talk about medicine, others about engineering, while many are already certain that business is their path. And then there was me, completely lost. I had no clear dream, no career plan, and no idea which A-level stream would lead me towards a future I genuinely wanted. Looking back, I remember feeling scared that everyone else was moving forward while I was standing still. I shared this with my mother at first. She thought it was best I talk this out with my father. When I shared these thoughts with my father, he didn't tell me what to do. Instead, he encouraged me to speak with industrial professionals and learn from people who had already walked the path I was trying to find. Those conversations completely changed my perspective. For the first time, I discovered something that genuinely excited me: marketing. A few simple conversations and one life-changing suggestion gave me the confidence to choose commerce for my A-levels. After weeks of uncertainty, my future no longer felt like a dark tunnel. It finally had direction. Inspired by that newfound purpose, I enrolled in PCM, and that would have not been possible without my father. His unwavering belief in me, constant encouragement, and investment in my education are things I will always be grateful for. Knowing the sacrifices he made and the faith he placed in me, I was determined to make every opportunity count. I promised myself that I would work hard to make his investment worthwhile. As the months passed, my eyes were opened to a world far beyond what I had expected. Every lecture introduced me to practical business knowledge that school textbooks never teach. I learned how businesses think, how leaders make decisions, and how negotiations happen. By the time I started my A-level business studies classes, many concepts already felt familiar, giving me a huge academic advantage. None of that, however, would have been possible without the incredible panel of lecturers. I am grateful for the knowledge and the experiences they shared. They never hesitated to pause in the middle of a lesson to answer every question I asked, no matter whether it was thoughtful or surprisingly naive. Their willingness to teach with such dedication created an environment where curiosity was always encouraged. Therefore, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to those from the management team and the coordinating crew, and to every member of the lecturer panel, and to all those working behind the scenes. Each of you contributed in ways that made this experience truly memorable. Your commitment to creating a supportive and enriching learning environment allows students like me to focus on learning, growing, and making the most out of every opportunity. Moreover, the numerous opportunities provided through SLIM's career guidance seminars, workshops, guest lectures, and networking opportunities helped me gain valuable insights into the realities of the corporate world while developing a much clearer vision of my own future. One insight in particular retained with me more than any other. No business function can succeed in isolation. This made me realize that marketing is not merely knowledge reserved solely for marketers. Its importance taught through PCM made me believe that it is not just a corporate function, it is a discipline that benefits anyone involved in the business world. PCM also gave me something else that's equally valuable: exposure. Meeting accomplished professionals made me think that's exactly the person I want to become. Notably, it also gave me the opportunity to become a part of a community of passionate individuals who continuously inspired me to learn, grow, and pursue excellence. That provided me the ability to interact with seniors only a few years older, remind me that it was time to mature, take responsibility, and prepare myself for the realities of professional life. Eventually, marking the end of this beautiful experience, the examination results were released. I was genuinely shocked to discover that I had earned a distinction. I had worked incredibly hard, but seeing that result still came as a wonderful surprise. Just when I thought that the moment couldn't get any better, I received even more unexpected news. I had been awarded the best student title in my entire batch. It was truly an unforgettable moment that reminded me every sacrifice, every late night, every challenge, and every ounce of effort had been worthwhile. Today, when I look back, I understand something important. Ambition has no age limit. You don't have to wait until you're older, more experienced, or completely certain before taking the first step. Sometimes the bravest decision you can make is to begin while you're still unsure. For me, PCM was never just another course. It was a turning point where I stopped waiting for my future and started building it. In conclusion, to everyone who has been part of this amazing journey, my father, my mother, my lecturers, the management team, the coordinating crew, my fellow batchmates, and every other individual at SLIM who contributed to my achievement. Thank you for believing in me, investing in me, and helping me shape the person I am becoming. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe she deserve a big round of applause. Shall we give a big round of applause for the inspiring first-hand experience of a wonderful, thriving student who has given her all to perform in her very best ability. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the awarding of certificates of Professional Certificate in Marketing Batch 3 2025, I cordially invite Dr. Pradeep Edward, Chairman of the Education Reforms Committee, accompanied by Mr. Nuwan Tilakawardana, Joint Honorary Secretary of SLIM, to present certificates to our awardees. And may I kindly invite Ms. Indika Herath, AGM Central Operations, SLIM Campus, Kandy, to the lectern to proceed with the names of our awardees.
K. Kajandan, EDI Aseni Ekanayaka, S. Jayanathan, GID Sirivardhana, Mohan Liroshan, Dulaj Chandira Havindu Ek Karunanayaka, Akalanka Piris. WACL Bandara. LAVCK Aberatna. MA Yusuf. SMAP Samaratunga. UG Asiri Indrajit Bandara. MM Sasika Didulka Mohandiram. PB Ganiel. TNB Ganiel. WKKT Wahalavatta. AKGST Ranasingha. WGLR Premajanta. GGHD Namal. Vidul Batigama. HU Isuru Sampath. P. Tilakaraj. A. Tilip Kumaran. M. Geet Nimesha. KG Dikkumura. KI Uttara Di Silva. V. Geet Sandeep Heva. Yonal Mindika Edirivira Vijaysurya. D.A. Chaturi Ranmali. Y.S. Rashmini. K.P. Rashmitaraka. Kanishka Sharon Tishera. M.L. Anuttara Sevwandi. W. Osanda Sakendra Jayaratna. Gayatra Geetanjan. R.M. S.U.D. Roland. L.A.C. Kavishka. M.S. Rizma Ziani. H.H. Anjana. A.K. Kaushita Tarupati. D.S.T. Algama. L.S.A. Silva. A.K.G. Kahandava Arachi. Hiruka Netvidu Jayasingha. H.A.D.V. Danesha. W.P. Nehara Anuk Varnasuriya. K.L. Imesha Patumi Avanka. K. Imesha Pubudini Pereira. M.R.A. Sabir. G.A.K. Fernando. A. Ammar Irshad. H.C.H. Chamikara. M.P.N. Mendis. D.M.D.D. Disanayaka. T.I. Savindi Piris. Tarindu Ashen Hevape Liyanage. M.N. Saqib Ahmad. Michaela Rashmi Haturusingha. Ishara Vikramarachi. K.A. Pramod Chanuka Bandara. M.A. Oshadi Imesha. M. Salman Fauzan. T.M.D. Nirmal. R.T.R. Vijay Sundara. Rohel Roche. Tuan Shannon Dean. Hasanjana Diviranga Bandara. T.W.K. Vihanga Randeep. R.A.P. Prashant Kumar, H.G.C.S. Abeyratna, B.G. Madhushika Sevwandi, W.A.M.R.S. Abesingha, Muhammad Salauddin Fatima Nusra, M.U.R. Miftah, N.D. Seneviratna, S.M. Anjana Kaushan, I.J.F. Rashmi, P.S. Priyadarshini, Chamun Hanunetti, T.H.D. Shehan Krishen, M. Arun Prakash, S.M. Ibn Nasser, S. Jayaprakash, L.K.R. Dhananjaya, N.M.S.N. Dushant, V. Rinoshan, B.M. L.N. Ekanayaka, K.D. S.H. Katagoda, A.E. Prahas Samsmita, R.M. Natasha, R.P. Ravindu Vishmita, Irudi Dhananjani Veerasinghe, M.A. Ilamulai, Gimhani Dinetmi Ratnayaka, HP Indunil Indrajit. M. Sonia Gandhi. NBAL Madhumadhavi. Alexander A. Fernando. S.R. Pereira. Dinuli Navoda Jayavardhana. T.W. De Silva. Akbar Hussain Rumin Famina. G.A.C. Sandaruan. IPDS Chandrasiri. DGAY Akalanka. D.A. Fernandez. G. Ranushant. Hettiarajige Kasuntaruka. Heva Devage Adisha Hemasiri. MRDA Disanayaka. Surangi Vikramaratna. MAKS Mahalekam. ML Pubudu Vijaysurya. S. Prasanna Kumara. PND Fonseca. EA Didula Damsat Piris. MV Patum Nishanka. HTS Devmin Sampat. TN Balasingha. KTM Pereira. W. Menushi Deumini Pereira. Muhammad Rizvi Abdin. නිමේෂී තමාරා ඩේවිඩ් රාජේන්ද්‍රන් ජනරතන් S.A. උදයංගී වීරසිංහ J.S.V. Raja Mahendran Mohan Prasad N.T. Nithula Hasaja A.V. Dilini Nirodhya
Thank you to our presenters. And ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to all the awardees who got awarded right before. For our next presentation, may I cordially invite our guest of honor, Mr. Chinthaka Pereira, past president of SLIM, accompanied by Professor Athula C. Nanapala, member of the Board of Study, to present certificates to our Batch 3 2025 students of the Professional Certificate in Marketing. And may I kindly invite Ms. Champa Ranapurahevage, Assistant Manager, Education, to the lectern to proceed with the names of the awardees.
Elisha Joel Jayasuriya. Kanyanathan Tilakshan. Rajaji Krishnan. F.A. Afkar Ahmad. L.C.H. Gunaratna. K.A.D.A. Pereira. WKPH Netmini. GKC Kaushalya. S. Akilan. G. Jehan Regilas. Praiman Arultas. Amirtha Rasa Abhinya. C. Nishalini. A. M. Farmis. T. Bahishan. J. Sherlene. R. Sarvanaraj. A. B. Maswood. B. Heaven Raj. N. Nitarsan. M. Sayantan. S. Kirtana. M. N. M. Sohat. K. A. Ashok Kumar. Singaravelu Aravind. Venu Kopal Suntareshwaran. S. Utayan. Mahesh Disanayaka. R. Sasini. Y. Haris Subhashini. D. L. Himali Jaisingha. T. G. Damit Priyanka. T. K. Madhushan Prematilaka. Jaya Prakash Dilshan. R. M. Ranga Dulanjala. H. H. M. K. P. Silva. A. I. D. U. A. H. Priyalal. Aziz Mohammed Rifkan. S.J. Tanushika Sewandi. RHGM Upamali Premaratna. You are Ashani Kavindya Rajapaksha. URH Minushika. HMBW GRD Herat. LBK Situm Tikshana. PKM Piris. ND Rajasingha. S. Dinesh Kumar. V. Shambhavi. Mohammad Shalman. V. Satish. Jasreen Muhammad Sarfat. V. Kukapirijan. KMKI Sonali Fernando. KKG PG Vijay Tilaka. PK Tilakaratna. HDAS Sumudu. MN Sudasinha. ANI Silva. MD Pasindu Sandakalum. TDS Ruvinika. TP Hansamalika. PH Madhushika Fernando. MB Atukorala. M. Kaushalya Imashi. KD Pansilu Chaminda. LB Deumina. Professional Certificate in Marketing Sinhala Intake 3 2025. Sudat Amila Samarakon. KC Ranasingha. DW Ransara Kamalasiri. IG Nipun Asiri Imbulgoda. MMTR Bandara. LMAC Lansakara. HRS Hasaranga Fernando. RDI JRK Ekanayaka. KA Sajit Anushka. NDSI Vijayasiri. MHADA Abhimani. HASD Satsarani. IMPR Karunanayaka. SA Melanie Kaushalya Samaratunga. PASV Disangi Asanga Samaravardhana. HMDHM Lakshani. HDL Tennakoon. RDTD Priyashan. AAHS Adhikari. LPG Rashmika Pathum Navodaya. WMB Johansa. SMIV Sirivardhana. AP Netuki Deolini Pinto. HMTC Herat. HPD SSS Ranavira. PMW Malmisha. BL Amandi Chetana Jayavardhana. HAMY Hapuarachi. AMTN Adhikari. DTD Tarushika. HA Kalindu Anuhas. LM Hasini Chetana. NDR Lakshani Fernando. WHM Senushi Tihansa Vijayasinghe. Rambe Durelagi Himashi Shashikala Vikramasinghe. RD Purni Jayoda Ravihansi. KWDT Pereira. HNM Mayumi Kavindya. LHSTS Karunaratna. KMHS Karunanayaka. KKA Sandini Siphara Kalunayaka. එච්.එම්. නුවනෙත් මිත්‍ර බණ්ඩාර හේරත් DJ.WON ගයාශානි අධිකාරී ආරච්චිලාගේ සදීප සත්සර විශ්වනාත් SA.KG සිරිවර්ධන DB ඉනෝද්‍යා සවිනි රණතුංග මුදලිගේ උත්මනී චමෝද්‍යා රණතුංග NM කසුන් මදුශංක MMN දිනුෂා බමුණු ආරච්චිලාගේ මල්මි පහසරා බමුණු ආරච්චි GHS වීරසූරිය HAC ප්‍රියදර්ශන GS අමිල පාරමි ඩිසිල්වා WGS චතුරංග PPR අබේගුණවර්ධන SM නිශාන්ත සමරකෝන් BAL ප්‍රදීපිකා K අසිත චමල්ක රණසිංහ WPG රුවන් චාමර කරුණාරත්න JRK ගුණවර්ධන Professional Certificate in Marketing Tamil Intake 3 2025 F. Mohammed Iski MW Hanif Mohammed Rimsian AL S. Priyanandan Bala Gurunathan Jeremy
Thank you so much to our presentation party, and also a very big congratulations to all the students who received their certificates. Ladies and gentlemen, we now arrive at a moment of profound impact as we get the privilege to listen to a remarkable individual who has graced us this morning as the chief guest. Our chief guest, Mr. Mutasa Yusuf Ali, Deputy Chairman of Hemas Holdings PLC and Chairman of Hemas Healthcare, is with more than 30 years of experience at the senior-most levels of management. Mr. Yusuf Ali leads the healthcare sector of the Hemas Group and has been instrumental in expanding its healthcare portfolio into what it is today. His academic and professional credentials speak for themselves. He is an attorney at law of the Supreme Court of Sri Lanka and a barrister of the Lincoln's Inn, holding a Bachelor of Law degree from the University of Essex and a Master of Degree in Business Administration from the Melbourne Business School at the University of Melbourne. Beyond Hemas Holdings, he serves as Chairman of Hemas Hospitals Private Limited, Hemas Pharmaceuticals Private Limited, and Morrison Limited, and as non-executive chairman of the Center for Poverty Analysis. His contribution to industry and to the country extends further still. As a council member of the Sri Lanka Pharmaceutical Manufacturing Association and a member of the Export Development Board's Advisory Board on Pharmaceuticals, and also as co-founder of Learn for Life Lanka. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a very warm welcome to our chief guest, Mr. Mutasa Yusuf Ali, as I welcome him to address us all today.
Sitting is the new smoking. I have seen you all patiently sitting for over 3 hours. All of you who like to stand up, including the EXCO, please stand up, because it's very dangerous to sit. It's very bad for your health. And as the leading healthcare company chairman, I can't make you suffer. So please turn to your neighbor and ask him or her something and get to know something about your neighbor. You can stretch yourself a bit, relax a bit. Yes, and whenever you feel like moving your hands, legs, please do so. So the WHO standard for sitting is 90 minutes. So I would be very grateful if Slim, in future, all their meetings make people stand after 90 minutes. Otherwise, it's as bad as smoking a cigarette. Thank you very much. Please sit. Chairman of SLIM, Mr. President Enoch Pereira, Academic Council Chair, Mr. G.S. Sylvester, my old friend, my colleagues at Hemas, who past President and guest of honor, Chintaka Pereira, and Dr. Pradeep Edwards, who's heading the Education Reform Chair, all the council members of SLIM, and parents, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. I am very honored to be part of this ceremony today. Thank you for making me a part of this, because SLIM has been playing a very important role over the last 50 years, over 50 years. It's hard to find organizations that continue for so long, training marketing professionals and making a big difference to the business world through this training. I congratulate all of you graduates today. You put 3 months of very hard work. It shows your discipline, shows your commitment, and shows your interest to learn. My challenge over the next 10 minutes, I'm going to convince you about 3 things. Firstly, that marketing is changing rapidly because of artificial intelligence. And learning how to partner with this technology is one of the biggest thrilling opportunities and challenges. My second point I'm trying to convince you in the next 10 minutes is that despite artificial intelligence and all this new technology, still people want to buy from people who they trust, from individuals they trust, from brands they trust, from businesses they trust. Third thing I want to convince you is that in the first 10 years of your career, you should try to have both depth and breadth. Try different things, but you must at the end of 10 years come out with be good at something. So that's what I'm trying to convince you. So give me just 10 minutes to try and convince you about these 3 points. The first point is that artificial intelligence is transforming every aspect of marketing. Today, you can analyze millions of customer data and know what is happening with customers. You can personalize advertisements to every person. Amazon sends 60 million emails, unique emails to different customers, to that particular customer, customized through AI. It can predict customer behavior. It can write copy. It can make videos. It can create songs. I was trying to create a song for this occasion, but it didn't work out well. If you take a company like Heymas, we use AI for social intelligence to monitor all the conversations about our brands. In those days, we used to go and try and physically meet consumers and meet customers to try and understand what they're saying about the brand. Today, with these AI social intelligence tools, we know what people are talking about our brands, and we know how to then modify our products and try and respond to those needs and those complaints. So the most important thing here, the point I'm trying to make, is that the future belongs to professionals, marketing professionals who harness AI very well. So good marketing people who can use AI well are going to replace marketing people who can't use AI. Still, AI today is very much about your ChatGPT and Claude and what you use on your phone. I'd just like a show of hands to see that how many of you don't use AI today in your life. Anyone want to put your hand up? That anyone who doesn't use AI? So I'm presuming all of you are using some form of AI already. It just shows that it just shows how widespread this has become. Soon, I think we'll all be asked to pay more for it. So don't get too addicted to it, and try not to use it for your examinations, because you'll be fooling yourselves. But at the enterprise level, AI might take longer. It might take another 4 or 5 years where companies like Heymas can really, utilize AI at a collective way, where we can harness consumer insights and then feed it back into manufacturing. So that will take a few years. So we've got a few years to adjust, but it's rapidly changing, and it is amazing what you can do with it. But this leads to my second point, which is that although technology changes, human nature doesn't. Still, relationships matter very much. Today I'm here because many years ago, Sylvester helped me a few years ago. And when he called me, I couldn't say no to Sylvester. And that support he gave me many years ago to something that was very dear to my heart, I can never forget that. A gentleman who is utterly committed to the upliftment of young people's development. So, how do you build the most important thing, especially when you're at this age? You must build credibility. you must build reputation as a trustworthy and a competent person. Now, how do you do that? These are simple things that your parents would have taught you, your grandparents would have taught you, your schools would have taught you. Deliver what you promise. Today, when I ask my friends, what do you want? What is the skill you're looking for from people, young people? So I'm also very interested in education. They just tell me, please just get me somebody who will come when they promise to come. Who will show up, who is willing to work hard. I will train them on everything else. So just being able to show up, stick to your promises gives you a competitive advantage today. Because most people don't stick to their promises. They don't show up when they're supposed to show up. They don't work hard. So if you just do those few things very well, you have an edge. Be honest when you make a mistake. You can fool people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time. So when you make a mistake, be the first to admit it. Because mistakes are a very important way to learn. So unless you admit a mistake and go and talk to your boss and say, I made a mistake, don't try to cover it up. Because that will haunt you for the rest of your life. Because you have to build credibility. This is the most important asset you have in addition to your SLIM certificate. Treat customers with empathy. This is, how many people, how many of you are actually doing a job? Raise your hands, the graduates. So majority are still just studying, right? So, I just wanted to gauge, when you meet, I think one of the things is that, so often, when you become marketeers and you go out into the field, you're so full of your product knowledge and your customer and what you're trying to sell. You're so busy by-hearting all of that you forget to ask, what is the customer's problem? What are they facing? Your product may not be the thing that they need right now, but you might actually be able to help them with the problem that they have. And that relationship you build by helping them with the problem that they have will really hold you well when you have to try and sell them something, a product or a service. Today, contacts or networks are not built by collecting business cards or connecting with somebody on LinkedIn or social media. It really comes when you help other people. When you are kind to people. And especially if you have to build these values in, you must have a set of values that are very, very important and hold those values dear. You might unfortunately get into a company that has poor values and they will try to lie to their customers. They will exaggerate. They will not tell the truth about the products. Try to leave that company. Because you will get tainted by that. You could become like that. You could become somebody. Today, again, because of AI, you can't fool customers, by your label or by your brand. Because today, a customer can just put that on ChatGPT and ask, is this true about this brand? Especially, we are in the business of baby brands like Cherami, baby Cherami. We have to be absolutely, we have to back whatever our claims are. And so it's important as an individual also to speak the truth and try not to get into this too much exaggeration, because you will lose your soul, you will lose your way, and you will lose your credibility. So these are really important values. In this country, most people are Buddhists, and they forget that you can practice the most important some of the most important Buddhist practices of karuna, metta, mudita towards your customers, towards your colleagues. Be generous with your knowledge. Share your knowledge with your colleagues. That is what will really help you and serve you. And the divine forces will also help your career. Now that's the second point, right? So importance of whatever technology there is, become a trustworthy person. Become a person of values. And try to resist people don't hang around people who give bad values. The most important thing is who you become like the people you be with, you hang around with. So as young people, please be alone. But don't mix with people of bad values and bad character and bad habits. Because you will think you can change them, you won't change them. They will change you. Be careful. And stick to your values. Be trustworthy. Build that reputation when you are young. And it will really hold you well. My third thing that I want to convince you about is the first 10 years of your career are very, very important. These are the years where you should try various things. Experiment. Try different companies. Learn about sales, learn about marketing, learn about finance, learn about operations. Do whatever other people don't want to do, even difficult assignments. Now some people, they want to work only with the fancy brands, top brands. Actually take a bad brand, take a pathetic brand and try and turn it around. You will learn a lot from that. Take on these difficult challenges in these first 10 years. But the complaint I get from all our companies is these young people come and they work for 6 months. They work for 1 year. They'll take their bonus, buy a new phone. Then they go to the next company. Is it familiar? And then they go and buy a motorcycle with that. And then they move to another company. So it's good, okay, get that experience. But to learn any industry or to learn any profession, you have to be at it for a few years. You have to be at it for 5 or 10 years. Because otherwise you will be on the surface, you will be at a lower level. Some company might give you a big break to be a manager, but then you will have to make decisions that you won't know how to make unless you have been through this. So, yes, you may get another 10,000, another 20,000, another 30,000 rupees. But try not to be tempted. If that place you're working on is you can learn something. What we find now is sometimes our people work on a brand. They launch a brand in our companies. And then they put that on the CV and say, launched Diva brand, part of the relaunch of Diva or Kumarika or Velvet. And then they go to another company. But actually, you have to stick around for about a year to see that launch might have been an utter failure. Or it might have been a big success. But only 1 year later do you know what happens to a brand. But now you have moved on to another company. You don't know what happened there. In fact, so stay around and see what happens to the work that you do. Read widely. Read as much as you can or listen to podcasts, because you have to be a lifelong learner today, because everything is going to change. The job you have, the work you have in 5 years will change rapidly. And the only thing that will keep you going is your ability to be curious and to keep learning. There was a famous American philosopher called Alvin Toffler. He said that what is illiteracy today is not about reading and writing. Illiteracy of the 21st century is where you can't learn new things, you can't unlearn, and you can't relearn. So this is a hugely important thing, especially in the early years of your life. Try to read as much as possible, try to practice different skills, particularly learn about finance. Because oftentimes, very few marketing heads like Dr. Pradeep has moved on to board positions and become CEOs because they lack the language of numbers. And today you don't have to do a CIMA qualification to learn. There are so many courses online that you can learn these basic principles of accounting, which will really serve you well in the field of marketing. Marketing plus some numeracy will really, really give you an edge. I'm sure my colleague, the EXCO, will agree to this. So my point here is that if you move too quickly from one opportunity to the other, you will gain different experiences, but you won't develop mastery. Mastery in your skill, mastery in your product, mastery in your industry. So stick around, stay around for a few years, even if it means a financial sacrifice. So build competence, build consistency, build credibility, and success will surely follow. So today's certificate, as Enoch also said, is just the start. This is the start. This is to show that you can apply your mind and achieve some academic recognition. Keep on studying. I spend at least half an hour every day, weekends much more, to learn about new things, new concepts that will help not just my work, but my life. Today, you are blessed. We are blessed today because so much knowledge is available for free. Can you promise me that you will not do more than 1 hour of TikTok? Because TikTok is, I know, a new form of learning. In fact, I think if organizations like SLIM don't transform your curriculum to TikTok, you can't attract the attention of young generation. I was surprised to see how much the White House in the US and how much the Democratic Party and the Republican Party in the US rely on TikTok to get their message. And that's why the world is going mad. People are getting all their knowledge with 30 seconds of TikTok. So please treat that as useless entertainment and try to read books as much as you can. There is something very, very important about sticking to something for a half an hour, 1 hour. It calms you down. It creates neural pathways in your brain that no TikTok video or YouTube video can do. Those 2-minute, 3-minute things. So be very, this is your biggest risk actually as young people. Not just young people, us. That with AI requiring less of our brains, and with our brains falling down because we are getting everything from TikTok and a little bit of YouTube clips, life could be very dangerous for us. We would become quickly irrelevant. So invest in learning, invest in studying. I grew up in an era where I am so used to reading the editorial every day in newspaper to know about the issues of the day. And I read the editorials of global newspapers as well every day to understand the issues of the day. It might seem like I might be, by your generation, fit to be in a museum, I think, of an old type of person. But I strongly believe widen your knowledge beyond your profession. Because quite often, whether you will become a director of a company or whether you will rise up in a company, is a 5-minute conversation you might have with the director. And what you say at that 5 minutes, or what you don't say, what you can speak about matters in the world, whether it's politics, whether it's sports, whether it's business, whether it's economy, whether it's health, that could determine whether you get a promotion or not. Your breadth of knowledge of various topics. So that is my third point, the importance of building in your first 10 years building depth as well as breadth. So, your success will be determined by how curious you remain, how hard you work, and how well you treat people, and how you're committed to continuous learning. So with that, I congratulate all of you again for this great achievement. May you always use your knowledge not only to build successful careers, but to make our society better. Thank you, and I wish each one of you success. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Mr. Yusuf Ali, for those wonderful insights. I believe each and every one of us had a moment to reflect and think through, and I think all the learnings that we got through his speech would be amazing take-home messages for us to actually inculcate in our lives as well. Before we move ahead, let us now take a moment to celebrate the accomplishments of most students who missed to receive their certificates initially along with their respective batches. To present the awardees with the certificates, may I invite Mr. Shamil Wickramasinghe, CEO of SLIM, accompanied by Mr. Asanka Pereira, Joint Secretary. And may I kindly invite Mr. Shampa Ranapura Hevage, Assistant Manager Education, to the lectern to proceed with the names of the awardees.
N.T. Shehan Madhuchara. D. Shanmugapriya. TNB Gannile. E.G. Shashikala Madhuanti. Chatumi Anisha. K.A. Piyumi Lakmali. ISM Adil. HMM Shimar. MFM Yunus. KGM Chaturangani. MJ Chanindu. WP Nehara Anuk Varnasurya.
Thank you so much to our presentation party. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a story behind every certificate awarded today. And it is not only the story of the students. Much of what we celebrate during this session was quietly shaped months and years in advance by the people who set SLIM's academic direction. Please join me as we take a moment of honor to honor the members of the SLIM Academic Council, the Board of Study, the Education Reforms Committee, and the Marketing, Education and Research Committee. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause as a gesture of acknowledgement and appreciation. And also, behind every student who walks across this stage today, who rather walked across this stage today, stands someone who guided them there, a mentor, a lecturer, an examiner who believed in them long before this morning. With great pleasure, we present to you the SLIM Resource Panel. Please take a look at the screen once again. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give another big round of applause. I believe all the students here saw their own resource personnel who helped them thrive today. With that, ladies and gentlemen, is a moment that always brings a special energy to this hall. the awarding of medals to the students who achieved the very finest results in their respective programs. For the awarding of medals for the best performance in Certificate in Digital Marketing and Professional Certificate in Marketing, may I cordially invite our chief guest, Mr. Mutasa Esufali, accompanied by Mr. Enoch Pereira, President of SLIM, and Mr. Manthika Ranasinghe, Vice President, Education and Research. Ladies and gentlemen, Professional Certificate in Marketing Batch 2 2025 English Medium. First runner-up, WMPY Veerasinghe. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to WMPY Veerasinghe. And next, once again with Professional Certificate in Marketing Batch 2 2025 English Medium, the best student, C. Kesha Bernadette Pillay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the best student for Professional Certificate in Marketing, Batch 2 2025 English Medium. Let's give a big round of applause. Moving on to Professional Certificate in Marketing, Batch 2 2025 Sinhala Medium. Best student, A. Rashmi Sachinthani Fernando. And moving on to the second runner-up of Professional Certificate in Marketing Batch 2 2025 Sinhala Medium, SBG Satsarani. We're heading into the Best Students Awards Professional Certificate in Marketing Batch 3 2025. Professional Certificate in Marketing Batch 3 2025 Sinhala Medium. Best Student, WHMST Vijay Singha. Moving on to the Best Student Awards for the Certificate in Digital Marketing Batch 2 2025. Best Student, I. Rimesh Chanukar Ratnage. Ladies and gentlemen, let's continue to give a big round of applause to the best students who are receiving their awards at the moment. Best Student Awards for the Certification in Digital Marketing, Batch 3 2025. Best Student, PGA Oshanda Jayatilaka. And finally, we do have the second runner-up, P. Arya Ratna. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to the second runner-up of Certificate in Digital Marketing Batch 3 2025, P. Arya Ratna. Thank you so much to our presentation party. And a very big congratulations to all the best award winners for their amazing performance at their certificate programs. Before we move on to the final segments of today's event proceedings, we would like to show our sincere appreciation to two distinguished invitees who made this ceremony more impactful and special. To present the tokens of appreciation, may I invite Mr. Enoch Pereira, President of SLIM, and Mr. Manthika Ranasinghe, Vice President, Education and Research. First, let me cordially invite our guest of honor, Mr. Chinthaka Pereira, past president of SLIM, to accept this token of appreciation. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to our guest of honor. Secondly, may I now cordially invite our chief guest, Mr. Murtaza Yusuf Ali, Deputy Chairman of Hemas Holdings PLC and Chairman of Hemas Healthcare, to receive the token of appreciation. Thank you so much to our presentation party, and also a very big thank you to our guest of honor and our chief guest for gracing us at this event. SLIM's story is not continued or confined for this hall. It stretches across the island, expanding the presence and strengthening the connection to permeate marketing throughout the nation. Please join us as we take a look at the growing network of SLIM branches and accredited study centers across Sri Lanka. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a closer look at how the SLIM branches and accredited study centers has expanded across Sri Lanka. Now let us once again take a look at the screen as we dive into an aspect of how SLIM membership expands and works around bringing the best to every individual and also the society and the nation. How different elements or a plethora of aspects are being connected and given through with the benefit of being a member of SLIM.
Greatness is not claimed. It is recognized. You've built brands. You've shaped markets. You've led change. You carried responsibility at the highest level. What recognizes you? Not a title, a standards mark, a circle of influence, a recognized status. This is not a membership. This is prestige. This is SLIM. Be recognized. Become a SLIM member. Own your recognition.
I believe that gives you the cue to be a member of SLIM as well. And I think as the chief guest himself mentioned as well, that this is a lifelong journey of learning and growing. So I believe it is your cue as well to take this step and be a member of SLIM and not stop from this just certificate program. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a small announcement before we proceed with the vote of thanks to every graduate awardee in this hall today. Take this as your official invitation. Your celebration with SLIM does not end with the certificate that you received. It simply gets better. We cordially invite each and every one of you students to join this evening at 6 p.m. for the SLIM Beyond the Certificate, which is a musical extravaganza that you will not want to miss. It will be at the foyer area, so we do request and kindly invite each and every one of you to join at 6 p.m. for this special segment that is being arranged for all of you. Now, as our first certification ceremony for the day draws to a close, it falls to one person to thank everyone who made it possible. I cordially invite Mr. Shamil Vikramasinghe, Chief Executive Officer of SLIM, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. As we conclude today's certification ceremony, it is my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. First and foremost, my sincere gratitude goes to our chief guest, Mr. Murtaza Yusuf Ali, Deputy Chairman of Hemas Holdings PLC, for honoring us with your presence and for sharing your valuable insights. I also extend my heartfelt thanks to our guest of honor, Mr. Chintaka Pereira, past president of SLIM, for joining us today and for your continued support to SLIM and the marketing profession. My appreciation goes to our president, Mr. Enoch Pereira, members of council and executive committee for their leadership, commitment, and to our lecturers, examiners, and academic teams for their dedication in guiding our students. Congratulations to all our certificate recipients on your achievement. Your commitment to continuous learning is truly commendable, and we wish you very success in your future endeavors. To the parents, families, and well-wishers, thank you for your unwavering encouragement and support. Finally, my sincere thanks to the entire SLIM Secretariat, our academic and operations teams, and everyone who worked behind the scenes to make today's ceremony a memorable success. On behalf of the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, thank you all for being with us today. We wish you a wonderful afternoon and safe journey home. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wickramasinghe, for that gracious note. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, let me kindly request everyone to rise for the Slim song.
සම්පත ගනුදෙනු කරුවන්ගේ ආශාව නැකම් සපිරේ අප සතු රැස් කළ අලෙවිය දැනුමෙන් හඳුනා සේවා පුතමු බැතින් ජනමත රිද්මය දැනගෙන මැනවින් නංවමු ජීවන රටා තුටින් සුහදව හමුවෙන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවා නිජතලේ එක දජයක් තුළ සොහොයුරු හැඟුමේ ලක්ෂණතාවගේ හිතසුවේ සේවා නිපැයුම් දිස්කම් දස්කම් ඔබ කර පතුරන මුළු ලොවේ අලනිකරණයේ ආයතනයයි ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ සේවා පුදමු බැතින් සනහද රිද්මය දැනගෙන මැනවින් නංවමු ජීවන රටා තුටින් එන්ජොයි කුළුවායන් බයි සන්දිකුම් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවින් වணிகத்துறையிலே ஒரு கொடியின் கீழ் சோதர போலே இலங்கை மக்களின் மனம் மகிழ சேவை தயாரிப்பு படைக்கும் திறமையும் மெருகேற்றிய உலகெங்குமே சந்தைப்படுத்திடும் நிறுவனமே ஸ்லிம் ஸ்ரீலங்கா தானே
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, we come to the final formality of the first certification ceremony of the day. I invite Mr. Manthika Ranasinghe, Vice President, Education and Research SLIM, to declare the certification ceremony 2026 closed and lead the VIP procession from the stage.
by the authority vested in me as the Honorary Vice President, Education of the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, I declare the certification ceremony 2026 of the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing closed.
May I kindly invite Mr. Mantika himself to lead the procession from the stage towards the exit. And ladies and gentlemen, I kindly request each and every one of you to keep standing as our head table and all the dignitaries make their way out of the hall. On behalf of the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, thank you for spending your morning with us. To every awardee in this hall, congratulations, truly. What you have earned today is yours to be proud of, and I hope it's only the beginning. Good afternoon and thank you, and we kindly request all the students, parents, and invitees to join with the refreshments right out of the hall. Thank you so much.